What are you doing here?
Well, okay, it's a long story, but I'll try to cut it short.
Okay.
So I was on YouTube and I was thinking of where to go for vacation.
Okay.
And then I was watching the YouTube channel of one South Sudanese girl, and she was talking about the fact, okay, she called her sister who is one supermodel in the US,
Okay.
and the girl happened to be in a club.
Okay.
And then she was like, what? Like, you're in a club? What are you doing there? And where are you? Which country are you in? Because you're always jumping around. And the sister was like, duh, I'm in Ghana. Everyone is in Ghana this year.
Wow.
So she faced the audience and she said, guys, I wanted to tell you people, I forgot, you know, this is the year. Everyone is in Ghana, blah, blah, blah. And at that moment, I said to myself, you know what? I should go to Ghana because I'm from Nigeria. It's not far. And
Yeah.
I've been to other places and I've not been to Ghana. I think I have to go to Ghana. So this is my biggest perception so far. Ghana was just like, after Lagos, the very next place is Ghana. And then I came by road because I wanted to see how,
Have
you know.
experience,
And then I saw that there was Togo, and then there was, I think, where's the other one? Benin Republic?
Benin. Yeah.
Two countries, and I'm like, Nigerians and Ghanaians make it sound like Ghana is just right next door.
Wow.
Like,
exactly.
is it not like just you can just go to Ghana, just Ghana, you know?
Look like Ghana is just next to
You know,
Nigeria.
only to find out that, I mean, there are like two countries before you actually get to Ghana. That's number one.
My name is
Hi.
Niayi.
Okay, my
How
name
you
is
doing?
Harriet.
Harriet.
Yeah,
Wow. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
What are you doing here?
Well, okay, it's a long story, but I'll try to cut it short.
Okay.
So I was on YouTube and I was thinking of where to go for vacation.
Okay.
And then I was watching the YouTube channel of one South Sudanese girl, and she was talking about the fact, okay, she called her sister who is one supermodel in the US,
Okay.
and the girl happened to be in a club.
Okay.
And then she was like, what? Like, you're in a club? What are you doing there? And where are you? Which country are you in? Because you're always jumping around. And the sister was like, duh, I'm in Ghana. Everyone is in Ghana this year.
Wow.
So she faced the audience and she said, guys, I wanted to tell you people, I forgot, you know, this is the year. Everyone is in Ghana, blah, blah, blah. And at that moment, I said to myself, you know what? I should go to Ghana because I'm from Nigeria. It's not far. And
Yeah.
I've been to other places and I've not been to Ghana. I think I have to go to Ghana. So that's the reason.
I'm so happy to talk to you.
Okay.
Actually, you're my sister. You know, Ghana and Nigeria, the bond between Nigeria and Ghana is numero uno. I always tell people.
Okay, the jollof rice bond. And
I
then
know
other
we won
things.
now.
I don't know about that.
But Ghana won.
I'm actually yet to taste that. But so far so good. I've been enjoying. Actually, I didn't know that Ghana has a lot of food. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I didn't know. I thought it was just the basics. But I've been seeing so many nice food. Like,
Right.
I don't know, maybe quente. I don't know the right name. The one with the fish and something like maize and then pepper. They call, I think kente, something like that.
No.
You swallow it.
You swallow. Is it kenke?
It's kenke.
Yes, kenke.
And then
Kenke
there
fish.
is, yeah, and then there is banku.
Okay.
I don't know, just a lot of really nice sort of like Caribbeanish food, and I've been loving it actually.
So, we're talking about food.
Okay.
Which one has been your favorite apart from the banku?
I don't know. For now, I'm only here now for like 5 days, and I
You've
still
been here
have
for 5 days.
yes, I still have like more days to go. So I think I would rather answer this question after my trip, and then when I'm
So
taking
you are here to
photos.
taste Ghana jollof,
Yes, I'm here to taste it.
and I know who you are going to win.
I don't.
You will definitely win. So you basically came to Ghana because you
Yeah.
want to have a vacation because
Yeah.
it's the year of return.
First of all, I needed a place for a good vacation just to, relax my head. And then I heard Ghana was, hosting a lot of
The
people,
year.
and I was like, okay,
There are a lot of people
let's go
coming to
there.
Ghana.
Yeah, because the thing is, I'm very interested in African culture, like Afrocentrism and all of that. So when I heard that Ghana was doing something like this, I'm not very political.
Yep.
I'm not political,
I
as a
understand.
matter of fact. Let me not
Understand.
put the word very, but I found it very interesting, and I feel like, okay, if other African countries could tap into this, then we could head to a new direction with African development in terms of tourism and whatnot. But there is a problem.
Okay.
I also feel, because now I'm here, I'm just here as a part of the experience. If you say so.
Is this your first time in Ghana?
Yes, it is. Absolutely, it is. I've never been here before.
You've never been here before.
No.
So what is your general perception about Ghana?
Let me
But
think.
first, let me ask, what was your perception before coming to Ghana?
Okay, before I came to Ghana, I don't really like, before I came to Ghana, I felt Ghana was, this is my biggest perception so far, that Ghana was just like, after Lagos, the very next place is Ghana. And then I came by road because I wanted to see how, you know, and then I saw that there was Togo, and then there was, I think, where's the other one? Benin Republic?
Benin, yeah.
2 countries, and I'm like, Nigerians and Ghanaians make it sound like Ghana is just right next door.
Wow,
like,
exactly.
is it not like, just, you can just go to Ghana, just Ghana, you know?
It look like Ghana is just next to,
you know,
Nigeria.
Only to find out that, I mean, there are like 2 countries before you actually get to Ghana. That's number 1. Number 2, and this one is the fault of my beloved Nigerians.
Okay.
They make it seem like Ghana, like Ghana is like this, like very small. If you say anything about Ghana, Nigerians will be like, please, is it not Ghana? You can fit the whole of Ghana into Lagos. And then when we got to the last immigration at the entrance of, like, before you come into Ghana proper, and we were done with our clearance and everything, and we started, and then I asked the bus driver, so how many minutes before we get to Accra? And he said, we are going to get to Accra in the next 3-4 hours. And I was like, what?
Wow.
Because Nigerians made it seem like you can just trek from one part of Ghana to the other. Like, Ghana fits into Lagos. Ghana will fit into Lagos. It's not just Ghana. How many people are there? So it was really long. And then I got here and I would ask, okay, I want to go to this place. And I would ask my host, how long is it going to take me? It should be like 12 hours. Don't go there. You cannot come back that same day. You have to go. I'm like, Ghana? I thought it was...
It takes like 12-13 hours to leave Accra to Tamale, which is in the north.
Okay, thanks for clarifying that for me.
Yeah,
you know,
from the north, I think you enter into Burkina Faso.
Oh, okay. Really, Nigerians do that, and that has been my biggest perception. The fact that Ghana is not as small as Nigerians make it seem. Don't let anybody deceive you.
This.
It's not true. And then the second thing is, it's not like Nigerians' neighbor. I don't know what this love-hate relationship is between Ghana and Nigeria, but they are not like next-door neighbors.
Yep.
And then the third thing is that
flow.
I'm going to combine this one in 2. First of all, Nigerians make it seem like, you know, Nigeria is like the perfect place. Don't get me wrong, I can stand for Nigeria any day, but the truth is that in some things, like, I don't know, I really don't want to make a bad impression of Nigeria, but the truth is that to some extent, I think that Ghana is actually, I would rank it a little bit higher than Nigeria when it comes to safety. And you know, when it comes to safety, it's the little things. You may not necessarily need to go around with army or bodyguard, but it's seeing people at certain places during certain hours. It's seeing how people are not so self-conscious about security that makes you understand that, okay, this place is much safer than this place. And I'm getting that vibe in Accra. Wow. Don't get your head too big.
My head is not swollen, you know. It's just the truth.
Because I'm about to bust it again. And then this one is from the Ghanaian people who make it seem like Ghana, like Accra is this perfect city that, you know, very clean and whatnot. I will not say this one because I'm a lady. I will not say this one, but guys, I have seen some things that, well, you would not expect, you know, from all the hype that Ghanaians give to Accra. I know it's the capital city and all that, but I've seen some things that,
well, everywhere we have the fourth shot, you know, we have the bad side, we have the good side. A lot of places in Europe and those places, they don't promote.
No doubt about it. I know, I'm just talking about the hype.
Yeah,
you know, I'm trying to counter stereotypes and which one is actually factual and which one is not. And I hope that I've done a little bit right now.
I love what you are clearing, and
you're welcome.
I'm so happy because there might be someone out there who has no idea of what you are talking. So sometimes it's always good to clear the air with the truth. I
hope I did. And I think this is the final one. I think that on a very average level, people, I don't know about Ghanaians, let me not generalize, but people I've met in Accra are actually nice to strangers. I wouldn't know if it's because they know that... yeah, I don't know if that has anything, because I feel like sometimes in Nigeria we're like, who cares whether it's a year of return? Who government help? Like, I mean, they put money for my pocket, whatever, I just do what I want to do. But really, I've received a lot of really nice, I've gotten a nice reception, and considering the fact that, you know, it's not like I don't have an African American accent. I sound like a Nigerian, and I don't start talking in a way that you think, okay, I came from another place. I'm very authentic, and they are still as nice can be. I even had a lady step out of her way and write me a note. because I was asking for how to get to Tema Station, and she wrote me a note like, do this, do this. I mean, I've never received that kind of reception in Nigeria. I'm just saying, you know, Nigerians will be like, hey, if you can't come from Ghana, uncle, not be Ghana for you. When I'm not going to kill me, but I'm just saying my own truth.
They won't, you know, sometimes they do attack us on...
I'm ready for you guys. In case you don't know, I'm from Warri. Warri, if you're from Nigeria, you know where Warri is. So I'm ready because this is my truth and my experiences so far. And, you know, it's just been the kindest. I've used Uber, I've used Taxify, I've used the bus. I use the bus today just to get different experiences.
You know, here the bus, we call it structure.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I mean...
And then the conductor, we call it mate.
I heard it. I think I would just stick to my, you know, bus and conductor. Thank God that you even know he's a conductor.
I know.
You know about Nigerians.
You know, I have a Nigerian friends who are YouTubers who also come to Ghana. I take them to Accra just to show them places. So I know a little about Nigeria when they come here.
Have you ever been to Nigeria?
I have been.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
I'll be in Nigeria hopefully this year.
And I think that really goes a lot to show the relationship between both countries, because you are so knowledgeable about Nigeria, yet you've not been there. Yeah. And you know, when I came here, I also saw a lot of places there was like Nigerian music. I heard Nigerian music in the car today. I was dancing to it. It felt like I was in Lagos. It didn't even feel like I was in Accra. But then my biggest problem so far in Ghana, and I have to say this, is that Taxify and Uber doesn't have air conditioning. Yeah, I said it. They don't have. I've been asking. He wants to cut it now, but it's the truth. The first time I thought it was a mistake. The guy was like, what was it even saying? What was he saying? I can't remember. Like something is wrong with his car. He explained that it was his car. The second guy said it was his windscreen. Sorry, it was his car window. That if we wind up, he wouldn't sleep because it was night time. The third guy, point blank, just told me, I don't have air conditioning. So guys, I don't know, because the company still charge us as if there is air conditioning, and me, I'm all for you know, good business deals, and I'm like, if you're not going to give me air conditioning, you might as well remove the charge for air conditioning, because what's the point? Like, you have makeup on, you want to get into a cab and feel like you're on fleek and come down looking very much put together, and then at the end of the day you are stepping down, you're looking like the wind has blown out half of your hair.
I don't want to catch you in. I don't know much. I stand to be corrected, but I think it's a personal thing they do.
Oh.
Because when Uber started here in Ghana, we were enjoying our air conditioning and everything.
Okay.
But you know, I think it's a personal thing for the drivers doing that. But it's worse at first. Okay, so let's clear this thing. You know, there's this heat between Ghana and Nigeria. It's like Ghanaians hate Nigerians in Ghana. And you have been here. What have been your experience? Have you really connected with something like that?
Honestly, guys, I don't know what the problem. I feel is a love-hate, like I called it a love-hate relationship, where you cannot make up your mind whether you want to love this person or if you want to hate this person. Because really, all I've felt, like I've said, is acceptance. Only one person has actually been a little bit, and I think it's because she didn't speak English, and maybe she felt, I don't know, disadvantaged, and she was an elderly woman, so out of respect I just, you know, like the normal proper Nigerian thing to do, like, okay, I let her be because she's older than I am. You don't want to be caught like exchanging words with your mother's age in public. I don't know about Accra, but that's really a no-no in Nigerian culture, unless you want to be tagged some kind of really maybe like a beach or something. But generally, I've actually gotten really good reception on the basis that I'm Nigerian. The people will be like, oh, you are not far from us, you are Nigerian. Okay, even like I'm buying coconut with water, they give me extra pesos. They've been really nice, really. I'm sorry to say this, but I've traveled a lot within Nigeria, and I've traveled like outside of Nigeria as well. But so far so good. This is the best reception I've actually received, really now. And I've been in some francophone countries within Africa as well, and let's not talk about that, please. But I know this is like the best. Even when I travel within Nigeria, and I'm talking from the south, let's say to western part of Nigeria, or this is better than it. Because there, when I say something in English, it's received as if maybe I don't want to speak their local language, because I speak mine. If I'm in the south of Nigeria, I can speak Yoruba very well. But when I'm, let's say in the west, let's say I'm in Ibadan or I'm in Lagos, some parts of Lagos, and I say something, people just get offended because I'm speaking English and I'm not speaking the local dialect, or they just, This is the best reception. I really have to say.
You know, here in Ghana, when you come to Accra, Accra is, you know, every region is dominated by a tribe.
Oh.
So here in Ghana, we don't have states, we have regions.
Okay.
We used to have 10, now we have 16. So every region has a tribe, a particular tribe there. And here in Ghana, when it comes to Accra,
it's Asante.
No, it's Ga.
Oh, okay, yes. The security man asked me, and that's when I was laughing.
It's Ga. But I don't know if you've watched around. If you see that a lot of people are speaking either Twi, Asante, you know, this Twi language. And everybody is good to go. We are just flowing with it.
Guys, it's a really big problem in Nigeria. I think we really need to like find a way to solve the problem of like ethnic differences. I think that's our biggest problem. Beyond every other issue, economic, that is causing problems for Nigeria. I think if Nigerians can find a way to unite across cultures and find a way to like talk about each other's culture without taking it personal and praise each other's culture, you know, see the good collectively, see the bad collectively. If they could do that, it would be very great for the country, because I am not experiencing anything that has to do with ethnic, I don't know, let me not go to grammar, but and it's something that I've just been accepted for who I am, and I'm really happy about that.
I'm so glad to hear this. And I hope you don't have any problem with our lightning system here.
Wait, you are trying to drag praises from my mouth for Ghana, because I can really be very harsh with the words too.
The reason why I'm asking, you know, people keep on saying, I've come across a lot of Nigerians, I've interviewed a lot of Nigerians on my channel, and they've said things. So sometimes I try to ask someone who is different, coming from a different place in Nigeria, just to also to know if it confirms what they're saying. Okay, have you ever interviewed someone from southern Nigeria, which is the Niger Delta region? Ever? Maybe you've been speaking to Igbos but I never asked, but I think I might have.
Yeah, because the thing is, we are a minority in Nigeria, so I guess for every one person that is from the south, you are going to see like maybe 50 Yorubas or 50 Igbos. We are really small, and people tend to, public opinion tends to cover what really happens within the region. So I can relate to what you are saying about people talking about Ghana and you wanting to confirm. For me, I am currently staying at Kolebu, like a teaching hospital.
Oh, you're not far away from me.
Oh, really now? Yes. I don't know. Because my host is a doctor there, so I obviously there has to be light, because they do surgery, they do a lot of things.
I understand.
Yeah, so there is light. I absolutely don't have a problem with light. The thing is, my friends, okay, we didn't come together, but we met during our journey, and he told me that they've not had the opportunity to have their phone charged. That where they were staying, there was a blackout. So I guess there are places in Accra where there are blackouts.
Yes, I won't catch you for that. Okay. There are places that
if you do, I'll cut you right back.
There's blackout. Okay. You know, at first we used to have something we call Dumso.
Okay, what's that?
Where you, like, one part enjoy electricity for 24 hours.
Oh, then
and you go off for 24 hours.
Okay.
But that thing is no more.
Rotation.
Light is constantly flowing.
Okay.
And if it goes off, it will be for like an hour or two. It comes back.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. That's really nice. Oh. Well, I don't know. I have not really. I cannot say for that, because I've been staying in just one place. Now I'm going to try other places, and maybe, who knows, after the end of this trip I would see other places where there are blackout. But of course I don't want to stay in a place where there is blackout, because I mean that's also depressing.
What is your final words to people watching us? What are you going to tell them about Ghana? Should they come to Ghana, and also the relationship between Ghana and Nigeria? Okay, I don't want to specifically mention about Ghana, although I'm a very big fan of like culture, especially African culture, like I've said earlier. And I also like to travel, but I definitely would say that obviously everything that we want is on the other side of fear. When I first came into town, I was afraid to really go out by myself, because I was like, yes, I was. Even though everybody was saying, it's safe, but I was like, oh, how will I navigate my way? But now I'm here by myself, and I'm really enjoying it more than when I came with people, because then I'm focused on them, but now I can just focus on meeting people. So I think if you want to go to West Africa, I definitely would say that Ghana is a good place to try out. They are very much connected to their culture, that's the word. Because you could visit a place and
unfortunately colonialism would have wiped out a lot of the culture. I sort of saw that a lot in Francophone Africa. The French is very present there, even though the French, they are not there. But here you can see a lot of the things that were probably here before the colonial masters came. And then there's this connection to Kwame Nkrumah and all these things. So I think Ghana is a good place if you want cultural exploration and a meaningful amount of security for your trip, and you know, good nature, because there are like beaches everywhere, and they are, you know, fairly clean. I would say, let's say 70–80%. So between Nigeria and Ghana, I think it's a love-hate relationship. They cannot make up their minds. I think they really like each other, actually.
Yes, but they are pretending.
I feel so. I think that Ghana is proud when they hear that Nigerians are doing good things on the international scene. And you know, Nigerians are proud when they hear that Ghanaians are doing good things. I mean, we are proud when Jamaica, we were proud when Jamaica won the Miss World. We were proud when South Africa won Miss Universe, and we are not even close. We don't even have a good relationship with South Africa right now. So if we are proud of them, how much less Ghana and Nigeria? But I don't know what happens to Togo and Benin Republic in this relationship. We need to find out.
We'll talk about that later.
Maybe because they are French, but we can talk about that later.
But you know, to wrap it up, there's no doubt Nigeria is such a beautiful country. Nigeria is so great.
And we have a big heart too.
I haven't been to Nigeria physically.
But you've been there?
But I have been there. You know, I have this friend called Wodemaya, who travels to all the African countries promoting Africa to the world, that people can just have vacation and come to Africa, because there are a lot of things you can explore in Africa. So he went to Nigeria. He's supposed to spend like 3 weeks. He spent like 3 months, like almost close to 2 months.
Like, we really have a big heart.
So I've gotten to know a lot about Nigeria, and there's no doubt about Nigeria are lovely people. I love them so much.
We try. You know, like when the Miss World lady, when she won Miss World, you saw what happened with the Miss Nigeria. We really have that kind of big heart.
She was trending because of that good heart.
Yeah, we do. So we do. When we want to be good, we are super good. When we want to be bad, I didn't say anything.
Okay, guys, so thank you so much.
Thank you too.
I hope you really enjoyed this interview.
I hope
it's
so
quite
too.
long, but I know. Thank you so much for watching the full video. And so next time we meet again on my episode. I say Ola Bawo. Say Ola Bawo.
What? Ola Bawo. I hope I got it right. Okay, guys. Bye.
Okay.